Salute, salute, salute. Bow, what's happening, man? What it is, what it do, what's happening, and this is Nocturnal Thoughts. Real quick video, then I'm gonna get out y'all way. Okay, what's next for Teofimo Lopez, the takeover? You know, he's talking about retiring after his great performance and upset victory over the Tartan Tornado Josh Taylor. I'm still eating a little bit of crow, but I didn't digest it enough to have a little bit more room to where my appetite is picking up already to consume a little bit more of what Teofimo Lopez, you know what I'm saying, is serving out on his hot plate as far as his resume, which is starting to look very impressive. You can't take that away and you can't deny that. Vasily Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying, High Tech, The Matrix, the Tartan Tornado, Josh Taylor, Richard Comey. Great performances from Teofimo Lopez. Now, the last video I made on Teofimo Lopez, second to the last, I said he was going to get crucified by Josh Taylor. I said he's going to get his head took off because he had some screws loose. I was wrong. But it's funny to me because I had people coming on my video after that. One was like, this video didn't age well. And I'm like, that's still going to be one of my best videos, one of my favorite videos that I did. When I said Teofimo Lopez was going to get crucified, that's still going to be one of my favorite videos for me personally to rewatch. That was a good day. It was a hell of a day. Start of a vacation week for me. I like going back and watching that video, even though I was wrong on my pick. Still one of my favorite videos, so it's going to age properly for me, in my opinion. Which is the only opinion I really give a fuck about when it comes to this YouTube boxing shit, other than a select few that I'd have named and mentioned over the years, and everybody know who the fuck they is. Salute properly, right? But then I had somebody come and say, you need to retire your YouTube channel. You should retire your YouTube channel because you picked Josh Taylor to crucify and take off the head of the takeover Teofimo Lopez. I should retire my channel. I'm saying that's funny to me, because where the fuck was you at when I was one of the only few channels saying that I thought Teofimo Lopez was about to upset Vasily Lomachenko? Where the fuck was you at when I said Josh Taylor was about to beat Regis Prograis? Why shouldn't I have retired my channel when I said Josh Taylor was going to beat Jack Catterall and I felt like he lost that fight? That was a wrong prediction. Where the fuck was you at when I said that Teofimo Lopez should beat the shit out of George the Ferocious Kambosos, and that was a fucking upset that Kambosos dropped Teofimo Lopez in, busted his face up and took that belt, took all them belts. And I had to say, hey, man, I had that wrong. I thought George Kambosos was about to get decapitated by takeover Teofimo Lopez. But now, since I got Teofimo Lopez wrong against Josh Taylor, I guess I should retire my channel off of a wrong prediction. You dumb fucking ball sniffer. You asshole of a donkey licking motherfucker. If I was to pack up my YouTube channel based off of a wrong prediction, I would have just packed it up back when I thought that Deontay Wilder was going to win in that second fight against the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. You understand what I'm saying? You know, what's another prediction I got wrong? I predicted that Canelo was going to beat Dimitri Bivol. Maybe I should have quit my YouTube channel after Canelo got beat by Dimitri Bivol. Right? What's another one I got wrong? Because it ain't a lot. I can go through my whole archive of the last 4 years. I ain't got a lot of predictions. I don't even make a lot of prediction videos, but damn near 50-50. It ain't my fault that Teofimo Lopez is not consistent. That man fumbled the fucking bag. He fumbled the ball when he lost to George Kambosos. And that's cool because everybody make mistakes and nobody's perfect. But when he went up to 140, he had a somewhat tough fight that he knocked this guy out in. Cool. Then he had another fight that was somewhat against Sandor Martin, which he didn't look that great in. And then he started talking about, do he still got it? He was talking about issues with his family. And he sounded like he was a man that was ready to, you know what I'm saying, call it quits. He had a hell of a performance against Josh Taylor, which to me puts him back in the conversations of trying to pursue Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis, Regis Prograis, big name fighters. I don't know about big paychecks because to me, when he's talking about retiring, it sounds more to me like he's trying to strategically put himself in a position where his value increases and they have to pay him and compensate him more for his performance and entertainment. He feels like he's not getting paid enough to what he's brought to the boxing world as far as his Disney and Bud Light and great performances and acrobats and flips and the way he styled and profiled on Josh Taylor. You can make an argument that his next fight, he should get somewhat of a more of a promotion and more of a highlight reel and more of money when it all comes down to it. Everything is all about this money. More shmoney for Teofimo Lopez. You lost to George Kambosos. You got to pick up what you can pick up and grind and hustle. One great performance against Josh Taylor. It sounds almost the same thing to me as like when you won against Vasily Lomachenko. You went straight to all of a sudden I'm on Mayweather status, and if I fight Devin Haney, I got to get paid $10 million. I can't tell no man what he worth. If you feel like you worth the 8 and the 9 figures, all well, you know, that's cool beans. You know, I feel like every man, you pay what you weigh, or you gonna get it. Whatever you worth, you gonna get it one way or another way. So if this strategy works for him, that's cool. I ain't got no issue with no man getting paid and getting what they deserve as far as whatever they feel like they worth. Because I'm not just no big money guy. Now, it's funny to me. I had a motherfucker leave a comment on my channel one time talk about, man, your watch is barely hanging on, man. I'm like, dude, for you to watch a video talking about boxing and you worried about what my fucking watch look like, is it blows my mind. You don't know what the fuck I got. You know, I don't go around bragging and boasting and come. I don't have to make a video and be perfect and have on first of all, I'm not even gonna spend no thousands and thousands of dollars on no motherfucking watch. Stupid motherfuckers. And this is a work watch. I wear it to work. I work in a fucking warehouse, and this was a gift from my brother. It's durable. It's an automatic, so I don't got to keep no battery in it, and it stands the test of time. I can go through shift after shift and work and bust my ass and grind my hands work my fingers to the bone, and this motherfucker's still ticking and keeping time, and I like it. I wear it to work. You don't know what to wear. You don't know what kind of watch I wear when I'm out. You know what I'm saying? When I'm dressed up and trying to put on a little bit of a shine. And a little bit of a, you know, you got to flaunt every once in a while and flash a little bit. You motherfuckers are so stupid. So anyways, if all he's pursuing is a bigger payday and he feel like he deserved that, he should go and chase whatever's the biggest payday for him. So what's next for Teofimo Lopez? Hopefully a big-ass fucking payday against a great opponent if he can make it happen. I think he's still in a kind of a rock and a hard place. He's kind of an oxymoron. He making himself more of a higher risk and a lower reward. And he in a tough position. He got just bad timing. You know what I'm saying? When he fought Vasily Lomachenko, it was this whole dispute about whether or not the shit was undisputed. When he fought against Josh Taylor no longer was undisputed. Devin Haney is not in a position where he gotta fight Teofimo Lopez, even though that'd be a great fight. But Devin Haney is not even bringing that much money and that much attention to one fight. It's not gonna beat no big ass fight like Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. It'd be a great legacy fight, but it's still a hardcore boxing fan fight. And when I look at Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney, I would have to really look at it even longer, but it's kind of still 50-50. Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis is kind of 50-50. Teofimo Lopez versus Regis Prograis still kind of 50-50. Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tank Davis, sort of 50-50. All the big names and undefeated guys I see out there with Teofimo Lopez, I see him having a bigger chance of winning now after this great performance, but that's kind of like one great performance and then one lackluster performance, then one decent performance and then one underperformance. So it's inconsistency. So when I look at somebody that's being consistent like Devin Haney, I'm not going to just say, oh, because you beat Josh Taylor, because you beat Vasily Lomachenko more. To me, you beat Vasily Lomachenko better than Devin did. But that doesn't mean I'm going to say, oh, yeah, he's going to easily beat Devin. You know, elementary like that. I mean, the triangle theory don't work. But yeah, you look better against Lomachenko than Devin did, but Devin might look better against you. Look how fucking you looked against Josh Taylor versus, you know, what Josh Taylor looked like against Regis Prograis. You go in there and fight Regis Prograis, you might get knocked out. So we got to see you fight the tough fights. If you want to retire and start your boxing gym for the young, and help out your community and have the MMA gym on the top and the boxing gym on the bottom and all of that, I salute it 100%, 1,000%. Because I always liked Teofimo Lopez. At one point in time, I had Teofimo Lopez beating Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Lomachenko. It ain't, to me, he took himself off that track a little bit once he won against Lomachenko. Then you start to see stuff go to his head. Situation between him and his father start to clash more. Him and his, you know what I'm saying, wife start to have the issues that was being more of the conversation when it came to Teofimo Lopez. So I fell back, and I'm going to still fall back and just wait and see what you do. If you retire, I salute to your retirement. Great 2 huge fights and then a couple of great fights underneath that. You know what I'm saying? But if you choose to continue to fight, I hope it's with a great opponent. I feel like you still need to kind of build some things back up, and then you'll get a great fight when the timing is right. But if you're talking about retiring just as a sort of a way to get more money on your next fight, but you don't fight nobody, or you don't fight nobody that's going to bring you in the money, even if it's a tough opponent, that's boxing. And are you a boxer, or are you trying to be a YouTube guy? Or are you trying? That's a rhetorical question. I know you're a legitimate boxer, but at the same time, if you fight the guys that's kind of in front of you, in my opinion, it ain't really going to be no big mega fight, big money fight. Even Regis Prograis fight is not going to be a huge pay-per-view payday fight for Teofimo Lopez. Jose Ramirez is not going to be no huge pay-per-view big fight. I don't even think him and Devin Haney would be a big fight. It'd be bigger, probably the biggest he could get, with the exception of Gervonta Tank Davis. To me, the biggest fight that Teofimo Lopez could get would be against Devin Haney. And I don't see Devin Haney just running into that fight. And I don't see how you two guys, I don't see how you put yourself in a position on the chessboard to where Devin Haney has to fight you. Y'all not really on that collision course. Devin Haney still has, you know what I'm saying, the options to stay at 135 or move up to 140 and kind of start, you know, with somebody that's a little bit lesser competition to get acclimated to the weight class, and then, you know, you would be in retirement. So those are my thoughts. Make your next move your best move. I wish and hope nothing but the best for Teofimo Lopez, whether he chooses to retire or he chooses to continue to box. But it won't have no effect on on my YouTube channel. Know that. You know what I'm saying? If he fights somebody, it's a great fight coming up, I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying, it's boxing is what have you done for me lately? lately you just beat the brakes off of fucking Josh Taylor. I expect you to go into your next fight well prepared and then have another great performance. But sometimes and sometimes you can have a great performance the one fight, and the next fight it might not be your night. You have not proven to me yet that you can put together consistent, back to back great performances. I don't doubt you. I'm just saying that's what I've seen from you since you won against Vasily Lomachenko. Inconsistency. So if you be more consistent, then I expect nothing but the best out of Teofimo Lopez fight after fight, until you get to a point where I just say, you done got war torn, you know what I'm saying? You done put in your work and paid your dues. Now you should get the big payday fighting a nobody. Now you can have the Mayweather effect and end your career fighting the Andre Bertos and the Conor McGregors and, you know what I'm saying, the Gotti's Junior, third, or whoever. But right now I feel like you got to put in some work, some real work. And Josh Taylor was somewhat just the beginning, because you took a big loss against George Kambosos, coming off of a great victory against Lomachenko. You took a great loss. That makes you kind of in the deficit. A good win between Josh Taylor puts you at breaking even Steven. And if you retire with that and you cool with that, I salute it. But if you think you want to move forward and progress to a higher level, it just got to be a smart move, and then everything got to play out to where, everything got to synchronize. I think right now you're probably in the best position you could possibly be in to make a great move and then have an exodus. But right now, I feel like you still kind of celebrating while your neck is still halfway in the guillotine, or you ain't all the way out the woods, and you know what I'm saying, you like ready to exhale. You kind of like, to me, you want to sit there and take a break when the job is halfway done. And then if you got that mentality, it's damn near like the hare versus the fucking tortoise. Like you get a little bit of the head, then you want to sit there and take a nap and kick your feet back. But then a tortoise, the turtle, just still slowly, one step at a time, taking his time. And then eventually he at the finish line, and you still back there trying to hurry up and sprint and you lost the race. And this is a marathon. You know what I'm saying? So why not go after Devin Haney? Why he undisputed before I don't know what your next move gonna be, but I wish you nothing but the best. Nocturnal Thoughts, man. I'm gone. Salute.